The physical world is now completely laced with sensors and is only going to become more so. And the digital world is now able to influence the physical world in ways that we couldn't have imagined before. Sorry to bang on about Uber again, but they've gone from obscurity in 2010 to kind of ubiquity and controversy and all sorts of unforeseen things in 2014, which is kind of amazing because Uber was never just an app. It was never a digital service. It's an entire physical experience right away from one end to the other. And it's all enabled by digital, but analyzed as exhaustively as any digital service. All those physical things that are happening are crunched and analyzed, and decisions are made on the back of them in ways that we couldn't have imagined before. So the digital revolution now is as much about physical objects as it is about anything else. So physical objects going viral, who knew? So Airbnb, they now launch a print magazine because it's about a lifestyle. It's about where you go, who you go with, the beautiful places you stay in that reflect other people's tastes in other countries. It's an amazing thing. Evernote talk about wanting to be the global platform for your memory, no less. Look at the partnership with Moleskine, the physical notebooks again. And then Mark mentioned right at the top of the hour the idea about Starwood Hotels and Hilton as well, creating smart doors that unlock from your phone. And Tesla, the cars, the electric cars, a completely data-driven physical service. It's not a car. It may look like a car, but it's not a car anymore. When there was a recall issued in 2014, Tesla issued an over-the-air update to nearly 30,000 owners. It just updated the OS and resolved the problem. Can you imagine a traditional car company doing that? It's amazing. So data collected from sensors on oil rigs can save what looks like infinitesimally small percentages of productivity by spotting worn-out parts, but those percentages are huge in monetary terms in that industrial context. And Uber's data scientists can predict the final destinations of their passengers about 75% of the time. It's fairly extraordinary. And it's all powered by increasingly cheap computing power as well. Amazon Web Services, as we all know, kind of powers a lot of the startup economy and the digital economy. They've dropped their prices 42 times since they launched in 2008. So think about that. So to bring all this together a little bit, so digital disruption goes physical, what do we recommend? What do we think are the things to focus on? Well, firstly, even if your company's assets are physical, all your stuff is very tangible and real, it doesn't mean you're immune from digital disruption. Just ask London cabbies about that one. What can one or two sensors do for your physical assets if you're a company that ships goods or makes things or makes parts? It completely changed business models for companies making turbines, for example, because you can then rent them rather than sell them. So think about this. And I guess the second thing emerging from that as well is there's two kinds of industrial leaders are probably going to emerge over the next year or so. So there's the folks who are going to lead with just by developing new kinds of smart devices. That's one form of leadership. But the other one is those who lead with smart analytics. So smart devices, smart analytics. Maybe you can do both, but those are two directions it's going to go. So I guess, finally with this one, whoever you are, you've kind of got to extend your sensors, your sensory capacity into the real world as well.